The next union rep is Troy, I'm sorry, Troy LaRaviere, CPAA president, who is here in person.
Good evening, beautiful people.
Good evening. Good evening.
I'm Troy LaRaviere, president of the Chicago Principals and Administrators Association, representing the unified voice of 1,128 CPS principals and assistant principals. While today's agenda focuses on the CEO position, what brings me here today are the provisions in the CTU contract proposal that deeply concern principals. Before I mention our concerns, I want to remind everyone of something that will make it more likely that our concerns are heard in the true spirit in which they come from. Many of you may remember that despite being one of the most awarded principals in CPS, in terms of the Principal Merit Awards, and despite bringing my school up to be the #1 ranked neighborhood school in the district, the Emanuel administration had me removed from my position as a principal. So that you won't misunderstand my critiques of the CTU contract provisions, let me read some of the charges the Emanuel administration assembled against me to justify removing me. Quote, as the principal of a Chicago public school, you owe a duty of loyalty to the board, the CEO, and their designees. Despite being warned and disciplined in the past, you engaged in the following misconduct. 1, you engaged in public actions that supported CTU's rejection of the January 29, 2016 tentative agreement. 2, you engaged in public action that supported the April 1st, 2016 illegal strike sponsored by the Chicago Teachers Union. 3, you engaged in public action supporting the teachers and staff members who participated in the April 1st, 2016 illegal strike sponsored by the Chicago Teachers Union, end quote. When everyone else was afraid to speak truth to power, I stood up repeatedly against who was at the time the most powerful mayor in America. I risked everything to support our teachers and their union because in 2016, their union stood for something that was worth that risk. So when I express concerns about these proposals, please know that it doesn't come from some anti-teacher or anti-CTU nonsense. That doesn't fit with my history. Our concerns come from a sense of love and duty to our students and to the entire community that serves those students, including our teachers. We can disagree with our teachers and their union and still respect and support them. Our students need you to meet with us, the Chicago Principals and Administrators Association, to hear how these provisions will actually impact students and teachers in schools. One provision, for example, states that, quote, no principal or principal appointing committee can plan professional development or school improvement efforts, unquote. But we know that teachers' growth and success stem from collaboration and learning opportunities that principals organize. Most teachers will tell you they don't teach like they did 10 years ago. They teach better. And they teach better in part because of the learning opportunities organized by principals. This contract provision would stop those opportunities. Other provisions infringe on local school council authority by putting CTU committees in a position above the LSC and the principal rather than with the principal and LSC. These are just a few examples, but there are several more, including provisions that will decrease instructional time for students, that will create student safety issues, and further weaponize the grievance process. I would love to be able to come here and stand up for CTU the same way I did when I was a principal. But as it stands, we cannot support a contract that will inhibit student growth by stifling teacher development and prevent principals from making decisions that create the safe and secure learning environments our schools need. So I ask this board, I ask management, and I ask CTU to begin a series of conversations with CPAA and our members aimed at preventing mistakes at the bargaining table that will negatively
have 30
impact
seconds
students
remaining.
and teachers in the school and in the classroom. Appreciate you listening, and I look forward to hearing your response. We have
Thank-
more detailed provisions that explain some of it here in a handout. We'll be getting those to you soon. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your comments.